Check. 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 Welcome, everyone. It's Jason with Vox Populi. I'm getting ready to jump into a Discord with Pentuple, and I think Tyler gonna bullshit a little bit. Check. Check. I'm trying to see. Welcome, everyone. Ooh, that's loud. It's Jason with Vox Populi. I'm getting ready. Okay, just wanted to check my levels and everything. Let's go ahead and jump in, see what's going on.
Face a reality that he didn't like.
What is pushing them to that? The bullying.
Reality.
The bullying is causing him to do that. The cause, the movement, the pro-Israeli political movement full of lobbyists and donors are donating to him and then turning around and using those donations to bully him. He's saying, I cannot and will not stand up or stand down to this bullying. I would first burn the bridge with this movement before I let the bullying happen, and they're leaving me no choice but to burn this bridge if they continue down this path.
I just feel like we're fighting over whether ultimately Charlie Kirk would have landed in the America First faction or the Israeli right faction.
What are y'all fighting over?
He is arguing essentially right now that the Second Amendment requires a militia.
No, it doesn't.
How sentence structure is.
He works for a constitutional lawyer. He should know better.
I know. I'm just being an asshole.
No, it does require a militia. That's what the word says.
Yeah, you're not understanding the context of this. So Charlie Kirk's quote, Jason, is...
No, you went back to Charlie. I was going to troll Jason so good with that.
No, you wouldn't be able to troll me with that.
Obviously, it doesn't require a militia. Well-balanced breakfast.
Yeah. You just, it's because
being essential to the start of a good day.
I understand.
The right of who?
I understand the freaking SCOTUS argument, for fuck's sake. It's not a...
I was making a joke because Democrats that want gun bans ignore the comma in it because they don't understand how English works and realize this is a separate clause, not a conjoined clause. I get it. That's the joke I was making.
Contratemps is right, by the way.
So going into what the quote is, Charlie Kirk says, just lost another huge Jewish donor. $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Jewish donors play into this all the stereotypes. I can and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Now, before either of us give you our argument, what does that make you think?
Who is that question to?
You.
We've been just debating that for 2 minutes.
Okay, just listening to it.
Does it suggest that Charlie's views and feelings about the pro-Israel cause changed, or just that he felt he had to take action in response or something?
Well,
because I'm saying that obviously indicates that he felt differently about Israel.
No, I don't think it means that he felt any different about Israel. I think he feels more different about how the donor class of the Jewish people.
Well, let's say the pro-Israeli cause instead of Israel.
My opinion hasn't changed, shifted at all. It sounds like he's more interested in a monolith that is the donor class of the Jewish people, and that's what he is critiquing. Because, like it or not, Charlie Kirk was America First. He might be a huge supporter of Israel overall, but he's an America First guy, and when it comes down to it, he's going to go with what's first.
I think so too. And that's why I was mentioning earlier, we don't really need to fight over Charlie Kirk, though, because he's dead and he's frozen in time. He's not, we are not going to get to witness the evolution that he would have had throughout all of the modern debates and questions that happen.
I've been watching you two. Anyway. I've been watching you two spurg at each other in DMs, and
because he's an Israeli simp, and I'm trying to get Tyler to stop taking back shots from Bibi Netanyahu.
You're thinking the wrong way. Tyler isn't an Israeli simp. Tyler is a globalist cuck, and that's okay.
Okay,
he's a globalist cuck. He's not an Israeli simp. He's actually very, very pro-immigration and everything else. It's a valid opinion. You don't have to like it. But at the end of the day, he is a globalist cuck, and there's nothing wrong with that. Mazel tov to him. I'm very sympathetic to Jews and everything else, but at the end of the day, I'm an America First guy. Not a Nick Fuentes America First, an actual America First guy. All I care about is America.
That's why I did emphasize that America First isn't just the name of his show. That is a principle that we apply. America First and America Only, by the way, Tyler. I know you misunderstand America Only as us locking ourselves in a closet.
Well, no, see, I won't even say that, and here's why. I will say America First and not America Only for this reason.
No,
okay. You got to hear me out, dude.
I don't want to, but go ahead.
Okay, first of all, our GDP and our wealth is immense. Now, what I am saying is, until we secure our borders, until we fix our infrastructure or anything like that, so the rest of the world can fucking burn. I could not care less. However, once our affairs are in order, then I see nothing wrong with spreading that wealth, working on expanding trade deals, and doing more neocon type shit. But the main objective and the main objective of any family should be to take care of the family first. Well, guess what? The country, as we know it, is our family. So we make sure that our shit is in order before we try to put anyone else in order. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's America First. But
well,
now
yes,
I want to understand America Only.
Well, America Only, so America Only, the way that I see that is it has taken the Monroe Doctrine to a super extreme. I love the Monroe Doctrine, the idea that we only worry about the Western hemisphere of the globe, and we focus our power there, yada, yada, yada. But the problem with America Only is you're literally locking it only to the landmass that is North America. Our interests are abroad. You don't have to agree with it, but the economy is global. Hate to break this to you, newsflash. And we have to engage on the global stage to some point.
Right, but you're talking about America isolate. I'm talking about America Only, what that means, and this is the distinction from America Only and America First, because you said America First means that once we have our affairs in order, now we can start doing charity, basically.
Well, no.
What I'm saying America Only means is that every single time we sit at the negotiation table with another country, we need to be acting in our best interests, not neutral interests, not, we're avoiding subversion or something. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, how does this make us better? How does this make America better for Americans? So you can't answer that question, even if it's just neutral for us, but great for them. America Only would say, no, we don't do this for your benefit.
Actually,
we can still have alliances. We can still have foreign policy. We can still have foreign interests.
I hear you, but hear me out. Sometimes you have to cede a little ground in order to gain some in the future. Okay, we call that an investment. When I think of, I think all of our policies should be America First. Will this benefit America? Now, does that benefit have to be immediate? No. That benefit can be 5-10 years down the road. Okay,
but it has to exist for America Only. That's the point I'm making. There has to be something that says this is our best deal.
So your messaging is fucked up because it conveys the wrong thing. Okay.
I don't think so.
Words, because you got to kind of bend
because America First, as you just conceded, can have neutral American interests, and we're sending money overseas for the benefit of some other country because it makes them a better ally or something.
So it can be considered an investment. Okay, so
say soft power, just once.
Why? Do you think I'm Connor or something?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I knew Sadie would laugh.
But it's one of those things, and look. We can disagree, and that's all fine. I believe that every time we do a negotiation, we should do it with the intention of it benefiting America overall. Okay? But occasionally, you have to do some things that may seem neutral at first for an investment for a big ask later.
Right, but when you say might seem neutral, then we're still acknowledging in that hypothetical that there is an American benefit, and I can agree with you. It's not always clear what that American benefit is, but if we have a hypothetical where it's something perfectly neutral for us, and it will always be neutral, and we're omniscient, and we know this, and it'll be great for some other country, America Only means we don't do that.
I disagree.
There has to be an American interest.
So
we do things for us. We aren't like a charity. We aren't like here to serve the globe. Like, how are you not a globalist, cuck, at that point?
I mean, I'm not, because I'm a nationalist. Okay, everything I want to do is for the betterment of the country. But I understand that I can't sit there and isolate myself from the world and pretend like that's going to actually do something, okay? We have to realize there is a global economy, and it would behoove America for us to engage on that global economy and mobilize our ability to manufacture, which right now is harmed very, very much so. And with the Trump agenda that he is trying to push, it should bring American manufacturing back on the world stage. Should. There's no guarantee to this, because I assure you, if a Democrat gets in office in 2028, first thing they're going to do is end all that shit. So we got to keep focused on the next election cycle, and we got to focus on maintaining power, just to realize that the investments put in today, that we will not see a return for another 5 to 10 years. Okay, it takes time to build factories. And then once the factory is built, then it is going to take time to see profits from that construction. So sure. But you can't be short-sighted, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, the way you were putting things, Pentuple, is it sounds short-sighted. Okay,
without Israel, we'll have no international trade.
Well,
no, look, here's the point I want to make, and Tyler's debating right now in chat with the trade routes thing. If the entire world left the burden to maintaining the trade routes entirely to us, just because we have a benefit from having trade routes, does that mean that I guess we have to foot the bill for all of it? Well, that's sort of what I'm getting at. So, obviously, I'm happy to help contribute and have these mutual interests and protect trade routes and ensure that trade is free and that people are able to conduct trade. But if the entire world was like, you know what, you have to do all of the work for that.
But wait,
I'd be like, okay, yeah, even if we have a benefit from having global trade, we need to actually look at what's best for us. We're not we're not the world's piggy bank to get abused.
Well, so I would agree with you there, but here's the deal: something you may or may not know. That's already how it is. So I as it stands right now, we are literally policing the world's trade routes by ourselves, because there is no other country in the world that has a navy that can perform the maritime patrols plus the open blue water patrols that we do to ensure freedom of navigation. There is no other country in the world that has a navy capable of doing that, plus defending their own shores. So, I mean, we are actually already doing that. Now, I would suggest that we enter a compact where within 50 miles of every country's shoreline, they must maintain security of those international waters and trade routes themselves, and then our large, very huge, very awesome navy, they can focus more on the open water stuff where everyone else can't really do it, and we do that with the agreement of things like no tariffs on us and things like that, right?
So, what do you think about? Because this is where the conversation with me and Tyler started tonight. What do you think about Eric Adams telling Israelis in Israel that he served them as the mayor? He was proud to serve them as the mayor.
I think that is fucking stupid for any American politician to ever say out loud or to even think in their head. What
about to do? Let's say he did it.
Political message? No way. It's absolutely smart to do if you have an 18% Jewish constituent.
Oh my God!
Why would you not do that? Zoran Mamdani is going to tell the Muslims in Africa that he served them, and we're going to be like, that's fine.
So let me put it like this, and I'm taking everything at face value. Okay, if he says the people of Israel, he is the mayor of fucking New York City. He is not anything beyond that. Okay, so he should not be representing a foreign country. Now, if he wants to say to my Jewish constituents, here, you know, the largest Jewish population in America, it's been my pleasure to serve you, because he's actually talking to his constituents. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's talking about the Jews in general.
No. American politicians do not represent the Jews in general. Okay? 15.7 million Jews in the fucking world, and only 7 million of them live in America. Why the fuck would an American politician be representative of the Jews abroad?
So half.
It
So
doesn't
half
matter.
the Jews
It doesn't
live in-
fucking
But none
matter.
of the ones abroad, Tyler.
They
All
are.
of the American Jews,
It's
sure.
easy. This is. You're saying that it's a bad thing or a dumb thing, or it's something that American
It is
politicians
fucking
should say.
stupid.
It
It is
ignores
fucking stupid.
politics over the last 100 years. People
No, it
say all the
doesn't.
time, "I stand with X, Y, or Z oppressed minority group," and get votes for it. It's absolutely a valid and good political statement to say to win elections. I
Do you think
stand with
oppression
black
just
people.
happens in
Black
history because
vote for you.
people are just dumb and mean?
Generally, yeah, or in positions of power and not good people.
Look,
So, like, when blacks are
mayor,
oppressed by higher incarceration rates, that's not because they commit more crime. There's actually a reason that oppression is there.
look,
If we're
I'll put
accepting
it,
the definition of the justice system as oppression. This is kind of what I'm getting at, though, is that it's like we're acting like the Jews are incapable of doing anything subversive or wrong throughout history. They've couldn't have possibly
Don't
done
say
anything that
that.
would justify them getting run out of 109
No one's
countries.
saying- yeah. No, people are saying yes to that because we know what ran them out of most of these countries, and a lot of it was bullshit.
Was it?
Yes.
What was it?
I already explained this to you.
We talked
We
about
already had this
the
conversation.
we talked about the middleman banking thing. That's what you talked about, right?
Middleman management, bigotry, as well as blaming the other. Yes, all these things were brought up as to reasons historically why Jews were targeted.
But that's why. So you would say it was just because people are bad and mean. There's
Mad
no like
mean-
reasonable
generally-
person ever in history that was like, actually, there's some subversive characteristics here,
Oh, there's
which you
definitely-
acknowledged when you're like, oh, if you represent American Jews, you're representing Israel now, because American Jews and Jews in general are just all Israeli, basically.
well, hold on. So to be charitable to Tyler, if you are a Jew who practices Judaism, you believe that the country of Israel is an imperative necessity of the Jewish people. So, I mean, if he's looking at it from that perspective, sure. But I will tell you that anyone in local politics and state politics should have nothing to do with international discussions of anything because they are fucking nothing. Now, if a representative, a federal representative or a federal senator wants to talk a little about foreign policy, sure, they actually have a hand in it because they're the only ones that can declare war and shit. But as far as your local state-born politicians, they should shut the fuck up when it comes to international shit because that is beyond their purview. That's beyond their scope.
He was talking about the Jews in general. I stand with the Jewish people.
Well, that's
He was
because-
making a
You said I stand with
identity
you.
movement.
You said I stood with you.
But then when later in the context
Israel.
when asked what he did to stand with the Jewish people, he responded with, "I passed hate crime legislation and created a hate crime task force to make it show Jews weren't being attacked in New York City."
Right, but
That's
how
what
does
he meant
that
by stand
how
with you.
does that serve an Israeli?
It doesn't. It has nothing to do with them being from Israel.
So then why would he say
that.
I served you?
Well,
Because
okay.
he's talking to Jewish people.
No, he's talking to
inserting
Israelis.
Why? Hold
Narrative.
on. Penn, why? Why are you saying that he was talking about Israelis? You told me, and
He's
I
talking
took
to
you.
Israelis.
Was he talking to actual Israelis? Was he in Israel?
He was in Israel
Yes,
talking to
yes,
Israelis
Okay, then
at the wall, saying,
then-
"I served you as the mayor." And when he says, "Oh, well, he passed
Yeah,
hate
see,
crime laws that
he
affect
is-
American
you-
Jews,"
so
that is fucking-
those don't serve
I
Israelis
served
that
you
aren't
people.
there.
Y'all my
No.
brothers.
No.
That's what he
No, but that's what I'm
No.
saying is that what you are conceding here, Tyler, is that there is a Jewish identity that supersedes American or Israeli. There's some Jewish identity superseding that. That's why he can say it to them in Israel, and he's somehow justifying that because of what he did for
Yes.
American Jews
There
that are
is
in
an identity.
America.
Yes, there is an identity between Jews and the
Yes.
Jewish state. Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't mean he was speaking about their Israeli nationality.
No, this whole
when he said,
conversation
"I
about
helped
what
you
Eric
guys."
Adams said is so much less interesting once we get to the point that, yes, Jews have some greater identity, political interest than being an American. They're like, obviously, that's where it's like, okay, now that we've conceded this, that apparently American Jews and Israeli Jews both have a higher label above those.
No, you're asserting the higher. Yes, people that are Jewish in the United States voters that want us to have strong ties to Israel get to voice that political desire when they vote. There's nothing wrong with that. You're framing
okay,
that
so
thing.
Why can't we democratically subvert this country? Isn't that still treason?
We can democratically change the country.
If we just all started voting for Chinese interests and subverted the Constitution, just because it's done democratically doesn't make it okay.
Well,
okay.
No,
if you violate the Constitution through the democratic process, that doesn't make it okay.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, and it's fucked up.
Well, it's fucked up.
It's essentially treason.
Well, no, just because you violate the Constitution doesn't necessarily mean treason. But subversion.
If you violate your oath, what does that mean?
You violate your oath.
Isn't the point that you can violate your oath even though you go through the democratic process to do it?
You can violate your oath, but the deal is, and the thing that you're missing, is it really depends on who's in power and their willingness to utilize said power. Okay, I hate to break it to you, Democrats have no problem utilizing power. Trump and the Republicans are cucks and refuse to use their power. We saw that with the shutdown.
What does it look like in the modern day for treason, for serving another interest, serving a foreign interest? How is that even possible in the modern day anymore?
Yes, it is.
What would it look like? What's like a hypothetical?
Bo Bergdahl, what he did, I would 100% say he committed treason and he should hang. He deserted his post in Afghanistan. He went missing, and then he ended up doing propaganda for the Taliban and ISIS or Al Qaeda. Sorry, and no, he should swing for that. But no, he was given clemency. No, he should have fucking.
Well, he was a soldier, right? Let's say some.
I would say okay. So Chuck Schumer is a dual citizen. Okay, he is a citizen of the United States and he is also an Israeli citizen. Now, I would say that there should be zero American politicians that hold a dual citizenship, and every politician that is a dual citizen is a fucking treasonous fucking fuck.
I agree with that. That's where I'm trying to get to. So where's the disconnect between you and me, Jason? I feel like Tyler's the one here who would defend. Oh, there's no problem with having dual citizenship and representing the interest of another country.
So where the difference falls between me and you is you're a fucking retard that is stuck on stupid when it comes to Jews. Okay, and I am just...
No, I'm not treating them any differently. It's just that, like, we pretend that they are not unique in this.
Okay, so
we don't have Ukrainians all over our government that are constantly pushing this Ukraine thing.
Okay, so yes, we do. We don't have actual ethnic Ukrainians all over our government, but we do have an entire...
We don't have a single dual citizen Ukrainian government.
We have an entire political party that would be Ukraine first. Okay, we have it. They're just not ethnically Ukrainian.
They're anything first. They're retarded. Definitely the Democrats are retarded. I'll give you that.
Well, the point I'm trying to be honest, though. Hold on, you got to stop and be honest with yourself. You're fucking retarded with some of your stances because you take it to the extreme. Okay, you're an educated man. You should be able to look at things somewhat objectively, and you spurred the fuck out over the dumbest shit.
Yeah, you retard.
Okay, so what's the strongest claim I've made about Israel?
Act like a fucking man.
What's the most extreme? I'm just saying, there's no you guys are acting like I have some passionate assertions when in reality, all I'm saying is the same things I would say about any other country. It just happens to be mostly true here. We don't have a bunch of Chinese representatives and Chinese senators that are constantly arguing that we have to have all these Chinese interests all the time.
You're actually lying here. Okay, they may not be elected representatives, but we actually have people who are dual citizens, American and Chinese, that usually work as aides to senators, representatives, and even the president of the fucking United States, okay? We have Chinese citizens that are working as direct advisors, okay, to these politicians. So don't act like that shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Right. So why is that not bad?
Oh, no, it's terrible. Look, we arrested...
Okay, so then why isn't it terrible with the Jews? Why isn't it terrible there, too? If you just said it's the same thing.
Shut the fuck up, Spurg. Let me explain why.
How am I the one spurging? Tyler's a 20-page document on this.
That's because
You and I agree we don't want dual loyalty in Congress, yet somehow I have to put up with it because the Jews are just different.
Can I just explain why? Because you don't talk about the Chinese. You don't give a fuck about the Chinese. All you ever do is talk about the tiny hats. Okay, you're Adam the fucking Angler.
What do I say about the tiny hats?
Stop. You were Adam the fucking Angler.
I have these positions.
That's all you are. You're a fucking retarded ass Juiceberg. Just
What's
like
my
Adam.
Juiceberg claim? What have I said about Israel? What have I asserted about Israel?
Hold on. Here, I will just pull it up. I'll just fucking pull it up. Because fuck you, that's why.
That's fine.
Okay.
No, go ahead. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the most assertive. I'm not making tons of assertions on this. I'm saying I have the same complaints I would have with any other country, any other group of people. It just happens to be true with Israel.
I think you are playing fast and loose on what we like to call true. You like to make broad.
Right, but what are the claims that you're saying I'm asserting? Let's dig into those.
Let me. I gotta scroll up a little bit, so because I don't pay attention to like 50% of what's in the fucking DMs because it's just ridiculous.
More like 90. I'm just saying you can't even come up with off the top one of my assertions that I'm always asserting that's false. You don't even know one off the top of your head. You have to like go scroll for it.
I literally
So how am I such a Juiceberg that I'm constantly making assertions that are wrong, but you can't even remember one?
Hold on.
You can't come up with one off the top of your head?
I want to use your own fucking. I want to use your own fucking words.
Yeah, because it's. Go ahead, but it's probably going to be a question or a principle assertion. That's a principle. That's not necessarily the case.
Okay.
But it's the principle that I apply.
No, here we go. Are we ready? So
yes, I'm ready.
This is you from 1:26 p.m. today. You're fucking retarded, Tyler. You're the one asking us to keep bringing people in. That's the action, and it's not the default. Fuck you. Okay, hold on. Now, this is actually a base claim. We don't have to just let everyone in all the time forever. Based as fuck. This is where you start turning around and you act like a fucking idiot. Explain why.
This has nothing to do with Juiceberg.
Wait, Juiceberg.
This was immigration.
We're getting there, Juiceberg. We're getting there. Okay. Explain why you want to maintain this practice. Still based. It's not the default. Fuck you, Jew lover. Jew loving, Jewish wish.
Yeah, I'm
you
joking,
was a
dude.
Jewish Jew loving Jew lover.
Yes,
but that's the kind of shit that makes you sound.
That's to be funny. There's no assertion in there about Jews in Israel.
There isn't.
No,
but
keep scrolling, buddy. You didn't find an example.
But you have said on multiple occasions.
It's a joke that has been running with
not even
Tyler
good
because we've been debating Israel forever.
Okay.
Me saying Jew lover. What is that an assertion of?
Look, I will debate Tyler on Israel without a problem.
Keep scrolling.
And okay, Jews control everything.
Didn't find one yet.
Jews control everything. Jews control the media. The AIPAC controls our political class. Less than 2% of all.
Which one of those do you want to dive into?
Pick your deal, man.
5 out of 6 of the media companies in our country, Sadie and I looked that up like 2 days ago.
Why?
5 out of 6 are Jewish.
Explain to me why. Explain to me why. Do you know why?
What do you mean? Explain to you why?
Do you know
they're
why?
Jewish?
No. Explain to me why
Jews own the media?
Yes.
That wasn't my assertion. My assertion was just that they do.
Okay, but there's a reason why.
It can be any reason, and that wouldn't defeat my point.
Do you know the reason why they own the media? Do you understand the reason?
You're at least conceding that they do.
No, I will tell you 100%. There is a heavy, there is a disproportionate amount of Jewish people in entertainment. There is actually a reason for that. It's a historical reason, by the way. Same thing with bankers.
It
same
can
thing
be
with
any
lawyers.
reason.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Though any reason.
They invented it.
No,
they were pushed out of.
It doesn't matter what the reason is. You guys are telling me that I'm right, but I don't know why I'm right. That doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
I'm telling you where you.
You're saying I'm Juiceberging and making all these assertions that are false.
You act
about
like
Israel
it's all nefarious.
Jews because I'm being retarded, but you won't have a single example.
I'll tell you why. Huh? You act like it's nefarious, and there's no reason for it.
It couldn't be nefarious.
I'm saying
it's not nefarious. You're asserting that it's not nefarious.
I will tell you 100% it is not necessarily nefarious because it is we the white people that put them there. We're the ones that put them there.
We put the Jews there.
Oh yeah, we put them there. We put them in banking. We put them in lawyers.
Did the Jews not want to go there?
The Jews just wanted to actually live in the society. But hey, there's reasons why the tropes exist. But if you'd like to dive down that historically, we can do that.
I'm just saying that you're saying I'm Juiceberg, and the only examples you came up, you said, yeah, that's true, but you know why?
Well,
and I'm like, I didn't mention why. It doesn't matter why.
It does matter why. It does exactly matter why. And you're a fucking retard if you don't understand that.
No, for the conversation that you're reading from?
So, just in general.
It can matter why while we're talking about it, but it's like it doesn't matter why to make the assertion true or false.
You raise hell over the dumbest shit, and without you understanding the context of why this dumb shit may exist, you're really just a retard, okay? And Tyler's a retard on a different level, okay? Y'all are both fucking retarded, and I'm
like
fucking retarded
wizard.
too.
Pinball wizard retard.
Right, but you were like, "Oh, you're Juiceberging" because I said Tyler's a Jew lover in all caps in our group chat over and over.
No.
As a joke, you know jokes in the chat. Don't pull something better.
Quit doxing the chat.
Look, I'm fucking with you because lately all you have done, like for the past 3 weeks, is spurg and go on these
It's
Jew
funny.
rants. No, it isn't. It's dull.
It is. Yes, it is.
Tiresome.
I'm not making any.
Oh my god! You're literally less. You're literally less entertaining.
Literally gifs of me seething with rage. And all capitals screaming, Jew lover, shut up, because I'm not actually engaging in an assertive debate with Tyler when I do that.
No,
you know those are jokes.
But
you know those are jokes.
So Jason, you play.
That's what I'm saying is what is my actual claim or position that makes me a Juiceberg and genuinely?
I guarantee you've seen this before too. You see somebody they start out the game, they play the first 5-6 levels, they're trying real hard, they're doing everything they can, and then they fuck up and they go like 0-6, and they say, "I was just trolling the whole time." He's over here arguing this shit every single day, and then as soon as we get like
but our arguments, but you're not citing those.
That's right, play it. That's right, play it.
You're citing me shouting Jew lover with gifs of me seething rage, like fists balled up, angry, mad. Which, by the way, I don't know if you could tell, I'm not actually seething mad when I'm sending those messages because I'm busy doing something or I'm just being funny, and it is hilarious.
It's kind of like when I'm fucking with Gibbs.
It is funny.
It's kind of like when I'm fucking with Gibbs and you're sitting there texting me in the background.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is like that. It probably is exactly that. Where I'm just like, oh, is Jason mad? And it's like, no, Jason's not fucking mad. He's fucking around.
Yeah. No. I like to give you hell because honestly, it's boring. Okay, it is less entertaining than watching Andrew Wilson smoke. Okay, it is. And he's entertaining when he's debating, but when he's just sitting there smoking and talking shit to his chat, it's not that interesting. It's dull. I expect from you, Pentuple, highly educated retard, you should be 10 times the better arguer than our friend here, the autistic 20-page Google Docs guy, average debate enjoyer, whom I actually like a lot. Total homo there.
No, I met him in person. Trust me, he's a horrible, evil guy.
Does he eat hummus with his fingers?
Oh,
he tried to finger me. He tried to finger my butthole. He's a rapist. I'm just kidding.
We fed them. We fed them. We were gracious hosts. My wife brought them fruit to eat.
This is true.
Hold on.
Bread.
Did she make lumpia?
No.
Oh, then she fucking hates you, Pentuple. She fucking hates you.
No,
if she didn't make lumpia, she fucking hates you. Okay.
We were on vacation. That's why.
But you know what I'm saying, Tyler. She didn't make lumpia. She don't love them.
Yeah, she only makes Papa lumpia and pansit.
I do like some pansit. Has she started making you adobo yet?
We made a batch of adobo for my brother with a cucumber salad when we left because he was coming over to watch the dogs as like a thank you.
Yeah. Now, if she really likes you, she'll start cooking LaShawn. Of course, you may not have a yard.
That's what we had today, actually.
Really? Y'all buried the pig and everything?
No.
Oh.
Just we find ways. Like you can take pork belly and like stuff it with all the Asian spices.
Yeah.
And,
like, wrap it up and whatnot. Yeah.
Throw it in the oven.
Yeah,
So
dude. LaShawn is
kinda
fucking
good.
delicious. Yeah.
You can tell it's an obvious step down when you eat it.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. No, but yeah, no. I know a lot of the Filipino cuisine. Love that shit. What's up, Thurg? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. No, I literally expect like good cogent arguments from Pentuple, and I don't always get them. It makes me
Shut
sad.
up, you fucking Jew lover. Shut up, Jew.
I
Shut
am
up,
a Jew.
You Jew lover. Jew loving bitch. Shut
Yes.
up, fuck you.
See
See how
more.
it's funny when I do that? Because it's not serious and you know that? What's my actual anti-Israel, anti-Jewish position?
Actually,
you've been watching me debate this for so long. What is the position that I have that is like this?
The most boring and mundane one is the APAC bullshit, because less than 2% of all lobbying comes out of APAC. I will tell you that America does have this severe white guilt esque type.
Is it the largest PAC still? No PAC is over 2% then.
No, I think the tobacco lobby is actually much bigger. Go ahead and look that one up.
Like
Tyler.
5% though? Because I'm just saying, like, you can make it everything's 2%. That doesn't mean that none of them are
No. So
significant.
APAC, I'm not saying APAC is insignificant, but to claim that APAC runs the country, those kind of claims is fucking stupid. It's retarded. It's literally less than 2% of all lobbying. The oil lobby.
Right, but I don't
does more.
like engaging in the reductive percentages. I just don't. I don't.
Remember the NRA?
But when you
the
make
NRA controls the country, that narrative from the left is the NRA is controlling everything, and then you find out they get outspent 10-1 by anti-gun groups in elections and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's the same
Name
fucking
one
thing.
anti-gun group. That's what I mean. The NRA is still
Bloomberg.
obviously
Mad.
influential.
Bloomberg was out there putting in out 10 times some
Sure.
elections, 10 times as much anti-gun.
Right,
money
but for being 10
as
times
NRA.
bigger, a lot more people know the NRA, have recognition with the NRA. I'm just saying, like, when you break it down to like these percentages and ratios and stuff, if APAC is 2% and there's 49
Less than
others and all
2%.
of them are 2%, you can't just say like none of them are meaningful because they're all 2%.
No,
that's what this
not what
reductive numbers thing is.
Wait, stop. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what anyone's saying. What is being stated is APAC, who is less than 2% of total lobbying. By the way, tobacco is going to be a higher percentage. Oil is going to be a higher percentage. Corn
How much
is going
higher,
to be
though? What are you
I
talking
don't have
about?
all the stats right in front of me.
No, I know, but just guess like 5, 10, 15.
Okay, oil
we're talking
is
about
probably
2% compared to what?
Oil is
Everything's
probably
probably 2% then.
Oil is going to be about
Or
10
less.
to 12%. Right off the bat, just oil. Okay,
Sure.
Tobacco is probably a 5%. Corn is probably going to be a good, I'll say a 9%. Okay, the farmer lobbyist, the lobbyists for the farmers are fucking insane, dude. Okay, when you look at the total amount of lobbying that exists in American politics and how much money they spent, APAC is like the trans of the fucking lobbies. I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay, they're it's not like they're not throwing out money that is significant. I'm saying the amount that they contribute pales in comparison with all the Israel runs everything crowd. Okay, it's fucking stupid. There is nothing that bears that out. Now, what I will say is culturally, Americans have this issue because they have a bit of a guilt complex because we turned so many Jews away during World War II. We ignored all the claims that were being said. America does have some national guilt on that. They feel guilty about that, and we teach it to our kids in high school and shit like that. So if you want to know why people tend to give a little bit more grace to the Jews, is because last time we didn't give them grace, it turns out a lot of them were being exterminated. Does that mean that am I making an excuse for it? No, far from it. But I'm telling you, this exists for a reason. Do I agree with it? No. But I think the hyper focus on a group of individuals that doesn't even account for 16 million people in the fucking world is a bit ridiculous. It's actually tiresome and dull. It is non-fun talking about anything other than economics. It is stupid.
I mean,
it is Tyler talking. It's Tyler.
You're right. Doesn't it seem strange that one of the most dominant political issues in the United States is a country of 10 million? overseas.
And I already explained why.